run game more than you expected to going into the season, or
I
what's been
think every
the
year has
how's
its
it?
ebbs and flows. You're always looking to see what the strength of your football team is. That evolves as you go throughout the season. Your identity starts to clear up, and we're running the football really well. We got really good running backs. Our offensive line's blocking well. It's complementing the defense. So that formula is working pretty well right now.
Brian, Jeff was just talking about with the run game, and Dwayne Martin has become kind of that lead block guy the last few weeks. He's played a lot more snaps. How much better in the run game are you when he's in there? And Jeff said he's a guy that just doesn't make mental mistakes.
Yeah, he's done a really good job in the run game of being that lead blocker, of getting up on linebackers, of blocking defensive ends. He's a big body. He's physical, and he knows he's really really good at knowing who to get to and kind of maneuvering within the line of scrimmage, which fullbacks aren't used as much these days, but he's a really good fullback for us, and he's done a great job the last few weeks. We've had him in there more, used him a lot more, and we've liked what he's done in there.
How important to you is the one and oh mentality? And when you're going in to recruit a player, is it more important to you to get the parents to trust you?
Well, the one and oh mentality, I think our team has really latched onto that, and coach has harped on it all season. Hey, it's a one-game season, to where our players have really bought into it. We're really focused on just the next game, and it's been good for the team not to have to look ahead or not to look back. Let's just focus on this opponent. Let's prepare for this opponent and try to win. Your question was about recruiting as well. Yeah, obviously, when you're recruiting a player, you got to get whoever it is that's helping make them the decision. Sometimes it's the high school coach. Sometimes it's the parent. You got to get to know that player as you recruit him. Find out who's going to help make the decision. Get them involved. And that's always a big part of the process.
Brian, a lot of the focus, as you all are on this run, the running game and defense and everything. How about Jack? What is Jack really doing well that's allowing you all to have this success?
Yeah, Jack's done a great job. He understands this offense so well. You saw in this past game, he was able to get us out of a bad run into a good run. He knows all the looks that we're looking for as far as specifically where we want to run the football. So he's been a big part of that. He also can run the ball a little bit with his legs, and we're able to use him in some zone read schemes, and he's able to get some yards, when the play isn't there in the pass game. So he's been really efficient. I think when we do have the run game going, I think it complements his game really well. He's good at the RPO stuff. He's good at the play action pass, and he's been really efficient these last 2 weeks when we've had the run game going, and they've worked really well together.
Brian, Jamari obviously missed last game, continuing to deal with an injury. What do you emphasize to the rest of the receiving group in terms of trying to pick up some of the production that you missed with Jamari out?
Yeah, we always want to have a next man up attitude. We feel like we got a lot of good players on this roster, so it's just an opportunity. If someone can't go, it's just an opportunity for another player to step up. And we look at it that way, and we think we have a lot of guys that can make plays. So, when they get their opportunity, they got to go out there and show us what they can do.
Brian, what kind of home field advantage is it here when it's going like it has been the last couple of weeks and the noise gets crazy?
Yeah, it's definitely our fans are great. The energy in the stadium, I think everyone feels that. You definitely, back when I was playing, we had it rolling pretty good, and we were pretty tough to play at home. It's because of the crowd, because of the fans, because of the energy the stadium brings, and I feel like we've had that this season, where our guys are just excited. They're flying to the football. I mean, some of those hits on defense, on special teams, are pretty amazing. It gets the crowd fired up. So I think that energy, it's hard for teams to come in here and play in that type of atmosphere.
Brian, after the Virginia Tech win, Jeff was in here talking about Brian Hudson and what he means to this team. He basically said you'd have to amputate his leg to keep him off the field. What does that kind of leadership do for this offense?
Yeah, Brian is he's a veteran. He's been here a long time. He's a great leader for the offense, a great leader up front. He's obviously making a lot of the calls up front and leading those guys. But, his toughness, being able to play through injury, without a lot of practice, without a lot of reps, he's able to go out there and still execute and know what his job is and know how to make the calls. And, guys look up to him. So he's been a tremendous player for us this year.
You guys have had a pretty good formula this year of winning the toss and then deferring and doing well in the second half. Do you remember at Purdue, is that how Jeff did it also? And when you played for Bobby, did you guys
So when I was with Bobby, we took the ball. We took the ball. Now, Jeff, ever since I started coaching with him, we've deferred probably 95% of the time if we've won the toss. And it's kind of the Patriots' way of you can get those two scores right before halftime and then coming out of the half. So you can kind of flip the game there if you defer in the second half. I think that's kind of the philosophy behind it. I think the Patriots kind of started that, and it seems like almost most people are doing that now. I feel like back when I was playing, everybody, you took the ball, you want to get the ball and go score. But the Patriots, I feel like, kind of changed that way, and it seems like that's the way most people are doing it. All right.